Joy Reid, you're crashing out, sis. But this particular rant that you went on was interesting to me because it highlights a lot of the hypocrisy of your party, which I really don't even want to call it that because women like you didn't actually represent for the party. They didn't use people like you. They used Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallions. They didn't use actual black women that are like everyday people that talk everyday issues. They didn't use people like y'all. They used celebrities. However, you said something interesting. You talked about how the MAGA people worship the president and not Jesus. You a Christian? That's interesting because the person who you talking about skipped the Al Smith dinner to not offend her non-Christian voters. You remember when somebody at the campaign rally yelled out, "Jesus is king"? I would have thought that was a bipartisan issue right there. Not Kamala. She told him they was at the wrong rally. So what are you talking about Jesus for? We're not really going to go here on that type of time, is we? While you supporting the demon. I can't let you do that, Joy. So your crash out has ended. Okay, can you stop this? Then you have the nerve. Like, I couldn't even believe when I heard this part. You said, leave us alone. How you gonna tell people leave you alone while you're talking to them after constantly attacking them, after losing for attacking them? Y'all still haven't read the room. Y'all still don't get it. Y'all think that Donald Trump matters more than billions of people because that's how y'all get y'all money. Donald Trump is literally, and I mean not even close, the greatest thing to ever happen to political media. We wouldn't even care about most of y'all if it wasn't for him. Y'all shows wouldn't be lit. Nobody would talk about y'all if it wasn't for him. And the least y'all could do is just show a tad bit of respect to not disrespect the voters. The people who in 3 years or however many years, you're going to want to try to sway back to go vote your way. Like, we forgot all this bullshit you said. You said leave y'all alone. Well, we're going to leave y'all party alone. Forever, okay? Especially if y'all keep up with this ideology that y'all are on, that want to blame everything on a victim mentality when you lose. So what is we doing? Joy. Don't bring up Jesus when you're talking about Kamala Harris. She's not no Christian. She don't even believe in Jesus. I don't think she believes in anything. I think she just believes in whatever a person says is non-offensive. She'll start to believe in that for you. So, Joy, just stop. Y'all crying over everything. Y'all crying about Elon. He's a troll. He's not going to... Y'all be picking such the wrong beefs. You know, all y'all do is attack people, and then you're going to say, leave us alone. Y'all asses, Joy, got this app. What's the name of it? Blue Cries. I know, it's Blue Sky, right? Blue Cries. Y'all made a whole app to try to get away from X, but still talk about the people on X, but then claim you don't want to be messed with. Why are you talking about the people? Why do you wake up every day with Donald? I know why. Y'all wouldn't get watched if you didn't say his name, but I'm saying, theoretically, why do you wake up every day and say Donald Trump's name? Joy, come on, sis. And like I said, it's a bad look because you don't actually represent the party. Trying to tell you, I was watching a panel. Did I say this on another video? I don't know. Maybe I said in a video that I was going to address you and never dropped. So look, I seen a panel with Piers Morgan, and he had a bunch of people on the panel, and one of the people was a trans person. And then everybody was talking about the trans issues, and the trans person was like, can I speak? And then it was like, well, the Democratic Party, obviously the trans person, they were a Democrat. So they like, the Democratic Party doesn't actually they don't speak for the actual issues of trans people. And they started talking about, medical care and different things that I've never actually even heard of as trans issues. Actually, because trans people don't get to speak. Just motherfuckers that want to point fingers and virtue signal for trans people talking. So they don't even really know what they want because they're not them. Somebody like you defend a trans person, but you're not one, right? Good. So that's what I'm trying to say. But my point is, you are that person. You got people speaking for you, but you don't get to actually speak when it matters. Like, you can do this, but this didn't sway the, well, you better be glad that it did. Well, maybe it did. All the hatred, just blaming everything on everybody. That did sway the election. But what I'm saying is, if you really want this party to represent you, they should have women like you as actual representatives of it, instead of just trophy heads. Okay? Next time you want to crash out, I just want you to think about this. Okay, Joy? It's your party that's the problem. Nancy Pelosi didn't want that woman. Barack didn't want that woman. So next time you want to address some racism or some black men or men, talk to Nancy Pelosi and Barack Obama. Handle your people. Since you want MAGA and all the other Republicans to leave you alone. When we do, and you're all with just Democrat people, then start solving the racism and the sexism and all that shit. When it's only Democrats around, start to complain about racism and sexism. And then let that work. Fix your own party. And it's people like me who would just thinks that it's a hypocrisy to be a black Democrat anyway. I just don't think that should exist. In general, just generally, nobody black should be a Democrat. If you knew the history of the why, you don't understand why I'm saying it. And then if you look at the party, you'd see why. Like, yo, why would you want to be that and black? Those two don't actually go together. And look at the black community. That's why only the elitists complain on y'all end. It's weirdo energy. Y'all do know that, right? But whatever. So, Joy, stop it. Just don't do it anymore. Please, please. You're being made fun of. I hope you know that. Just saying leave you alone. People are never going to do it because you keep talking about them. And they hear you and they see you. Joy, man, this is a bad look for you. I'm trying to help you. I really am. Can you stop? Can you stop, please? Or you can't stop because they're making you do this? This is a bad look. If they're making you do this, you should ask them to stop if you can stop, because it makes you look bad. You are becoming a figure over on the right. Like, conservative media uses you as like a... So you might want to chill. Seriously, you should just be quiet and stop what you're doing. Like, I understand your passion. That's why I'm talking to you like this. I don't have a problem with you. I just have a problem with the things that you say because your emotion leads you down the wrong path. It's probably because you voted Democrat, but other than that, like, let's take politics away from it. You say the wrong things. You know what I mean? Like, even y'all don't read the room. Y'all keep talking about migrants and immigrants, but y'all don't understand why the people who are legally or have legal documentation voted with Trump. Y'all don't even get it. Y'all just refuse to be smart about the issue, but claim y'all smarter than everybody. It's weird. Why don't y'all use your intelligence to understand why y'all lost? Just use your intelligence, not your emotions. Don't try to blame on something, but then when the people who you're talking about will tell you, you won't listen to them. You just form your own opinion. But then want them people to leave you alone. Stop talking about them. You delivered a message for people who you want to leave you alone. People who I want to leave me alone, I don't speak to. Because I want you to leave me alone. So me talking to you invites something that I don't even want. You talking to me. I don't want you talking to me. If I want you to leave me alone, I don't want you talking to me, I'm not going to address you. I'm not going to say nothing to you. I'm going to leave you alone so you leave me alone. And you can match my energy of I not talking to you, okay? So why don't you try that, Joy? I know you can't because you won't get no views if you don't talk about Trump and MAGA. I get that. But don't tell them to leave you alone if you ain't going to keep that energy.